such a great, because it's a low rise.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, oh, cool. We're neighbors. Well, welcome, neighbors. I'm Anne.
We'll meet
Am I getting ahead of myself?
Yeah, we'll meet you on the show now. And we are back between two Yetis with Anne Posschelle.
Posschelle. Very well. Very well said.
Belgian?
Belgium. With a little bit of a spin of a Mexican in me.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. My name's Lee.
Lee, a pleasure. A pleasure.
Welcome to Between Two Yetis.
It's a pleasure to be here, and they're quite comfortable, I must say.
Yeah, they're the right height, these ones.
Yes, exactly.
And we're at the Benetti YachtMaster at your hotel?
No. So
Okay.
we're at East Miami, and our company, Delmay Partners,
What's it called?
Delmay
Delmay,
Partners,
okay.
have partnered with Benetti Yachts for several years now in managing all of their hotel accommodations at various hotels for all the for all the boat shows. So Fort Lauderdale, Miami Yacht Show, Palm Beach, Sarasota, and we have now. So we are a true housing bureau, where we accommodate hotels for large conferences and events. So we do all of the housing for all of the exhibitors of the boat shows. And with that said, we've expanded our services to include the meeting and event services.
Have you just changed names as a company?
We were known as boatshowhotels.com.
Right, now I know who you are. Right,
And so the change happened last year because there was a shift with the management change, with the owner management change from show management to Informa.
Yeah.
So there was a shift in there, and so we have changed our partnership with now Informa in providing meeting and event services for our existing clients, because Informa works with their own housing company, but we work in partnership with that housing company to continuously manage the room blocks of our existing clients, such as Benetti.
So can I just say something?
Yes.
Your previous name sort of said what you did.
Right.
It was what it said on the box.
Absolutely. So
now I meet you and I'm like,
who is this Delmay and Partners? Exactly. So Delmay and Partners, we are now your event and housing solutions. That is our tagline. And
what is Delmay?
Delmay is the last name of our owners, Jeff and Todd Delmay. And they actually, their last name, that Delmay was created with the combination of both of their last names. It was Todd May and Jeff Del Sol, and they became Delmay. And so they created the company, which was created over 15 years ago. Started off as a travel agency, and then from there we grew into management.
Travel agency where?
In Fort Lauderdale, in Hollywood, excuse me, to be exact.
So they're
Hollywood.
a little two-man band.
Actually, Todd had the agency. He bought it over 15 years ago. He inherited, he bought it over and inherited a staff member that was very close to the folks from show management who were complaining about how difficult it was to find good hotels at a reasonable price for exhibitors. So that's how Todd started it. I got in the game.
So let me just stop there.
Sure.
It's one of the biggest problems actually for an exhibitor.
Yes.
You go to these boat shows in Monaco, Lauderdale, and Miami, and the hotel rates are astronomical because they are during peak time.
Exactly, compression times, exactly.
You want to be as close to the show as you can possibly be, but not have to break the bank. It's
very difficult, and so we come in as a company to negotiate rates, more reasonable rates with the hotels, but also most importantly, we're there to manage the room blocks and make sure that you as a company, if you bring like Benetti 10, 15, 20 people, if you have cancellations and so forth, we make sure that we protect you from cancellation fees, which quickly add up with hotels, and also assist with all the changes and so forth, which we provide the personalized service that most, not that the hotel cannot provide the personalized service, but if you're calling reservations, you're always going to get a different person, they're not going to know which group you're with, and so we really provide that personalized service. Now, boatshowhotels.com still exists, but we are not using it with the Informa shows because Informa has their housing company. But if we were to work with...
Sounds like a legal...
Exactly. It's, you know what, we need a bottle of wine to discuss that. So I won't bore you with the details. But you will, if you were to attend a non-Informa marine-related show, you will still see boat show
That's not
hotels.
going to happen. Informer's going to take over this.
Well, we'll see.
This space.
Yes.
So how did you
Until
get into this?
So I got into this because I've been in the hotel business for over 25 years, the hospitality business.
Okay.
Working in hotels, whether it's operations, sales. I've also worked in corporate events, management. I've also worked on yachts. I was actually a yacht crew. I was a chief stewardess. I was a stewardess and galley wench and engine wench on smaller vessels, and ended up managing a 140-foot Hatteras, a boat named Hatteras, but it was a landing craft, so went into commercial vessels. Got my AV license, and then I switched back to the hospitality industry. Jeff, Delmay, and one of the owners of the company, worked at the Four Seasons Miami, just down the street, 15 years ago. That's how we met, and we finally, after 15 years, 9 months ago, I joined the team and joined their family to grow their business in doing business development, not only for providing our housing solutions to other markets, so whether it's music festivals, which is all other types of conferences. We're looking into conferences that are focused in, we're doing great strides with the cannabis market. We're doing great strides with the art world.
What do you mean?
With the cannabis, with the CBD, with the development of the cannabis market in terms of the legalization of CBD and so forth. There's a lot more conferences coming on board, and these are folks that are maybe new to organizing conferences, and they don't know that our services are there. And at the end of the day, our services are of no fee to the client because we get our compensation from the hotel commissions.
So you're basically taking the hassle out of the job.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we are also now providing meeting and event services to our current clients. Hence, how I'm here sitting on your Yeti box, because I've been helping the girls from Benetti, my girls Sylvia and Paola, in putting together this event with all the logistics, meeting and event logistics, and anything that goes in between. So
Cool.
That's how I ended up here.
And you live in Miami?
Live in Miami. I've been living here for 34 years. I'm not born and raised, but I've been raised, so I think I can consider myself a native.
Yeah.
Miami's home. Mom and dad are here. My brother and his family are here, and live on Miami Beach. Grew up in Coconut Grove. I have family in Palmetto Bay, and I love Miami. Been living in many, many other places, but I will always come back.
Yeah.
So it's a great place.
This is home.
It's home, and I love having new neighbors. I love knowing new neighbors.
Can you do that thing?
What am I supposed to do?
305 thing.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh, really? What is it? 3?
No, there it is.
3? No, I have it backwards. Oh, like this? 305? Or is it backwards? Or is it good? Oh, no. Fantastic. No, exactly.
Well, thank you for. I don't know. This isn't my event, so. But thanks for putting on such a great
I
event.
appreciate you taking the time to learn about what we do, and
everyone sings your praises. Everybody I've met is like, oh my God,
Thank you.
just book with them. It makes it life
yes,
so much easier.
it does make it easier.
We work with ISS GMT for travel and stuff like that. And when I had my company previously, if I had known that you guys were around at the time.
Well, and if you attend, any of the conferences, whether it's a single, couple reservations or a group lot.
Specifically
whatever.
here in Miami, or
no, we're expanding nationwide and worldwide. We actually picked up some programs now in New York and LA, and we're actually going to the UK, and hopefully, we'll expand to, other places, and we're expanding. As I said, we're in different markets. Maritime will always be our true
baby.
love. And
Yeah.
it's interesting because I have a personal connection to the industry. So for me, yeah, I'm taking over all of the marine accounts. I'm very excited about that. And, we're going into the art world, and we're also going art conferences. And we do festivals. We take care of all of Ultra, Rolling Loud, Movement. And so we're growing. So any recommendations, any suggestions, any conferences that you attend that you see are difficult to book, rooms at, let me know, because then we go in there and we're going to be expanding our services and providing also registration services as well.
If you're the poor lass that has to do Ultra.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are, but it's great. It's a great piece of business. Now we're busy. The office, we're busy with this. We're busy with Rolling Loud. We're busy with DragCon in Los Angeles, and RuPaul's DragCon, and we're going to be busy with Movement in Detroit pretty soon. So, yeah.
Best of luck then.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time.
And you.
It's fantastic.